If you feel like the market hasn't made sense in recent days, you're not alone. We're seeing a sell-off in software stocks. Fintech giants like Visa and MasterCard are writing off billions, and investors are facing a major dilemma. Is something fundamentally wrong with the market, or is it just panic? A report from Citrini Research is currently going viral, painting a picture of 2028 as an economic apocalypse caused by AI. On top of that, super investors like Bill Ackman and Warren Buffett are reporting their results, and their moves are surprising. Today, we'll break down that catastrophic scenario, look at real data on Microsoft and SoFi valuations, and show why the industrial real estate sector, REITs, might be the best, yet overlooked, hedge. Let's dive in. What exactly spooked the market? It's a thought experiment. It posits that by 2028, AI agents will reduce so-called friction in the economy to zero. The theory goes like this. Today, companies profit from our laziness. We don't want to shop around for cheaper insurance. We don't want to cancel subscriptions. We don't want to compare food prices. Citrini argues that an AI agent will do this for us. What are the main points? 1. Ghost GDP. AI will generate GDP, but it won't be a consumer. People will lose their jobs. 10% unemployment, but the economy will grow. 2. The end of middlemen. According to this theory, companies like DoorDash or Uber Eats will go bankrupt. Why? Because the AI agent will call restaurants and delivery drivers directly, find the cheapest combination, and bypass the app. Does that sound scary? Yes. Is it likely? We have to be critical here. Markets are currently reacting as if it were a done deal. But history shows that this is a classic lump of labor fallacy. The misconception that the amount of work is finite, which it isn't. It's also important to note that if you're buying up everything that's falling today, especially cybersecurity or software stocks like Duolingo, Adobe, etc., you're making a mistake. The entire sector is going down, but not everything will go up. If you don't have a system in your portfolio and your purchases, it will end badly. So choose carefully, because only certain stocks will then skyrocket. That's our job at OK Academy, to seek out these opportunities and inform you about them. I've already made several purchases this year, which I then post on Discord and as a post on the OK Academy wall. Of course, the community includes a set of videos on how to build your portfolio from scratch so it makes you money today and in 10 years. The median return for investors at OK Academy is 20%, and 93% of our users would recommend our investment academy to others. You can join via the link below the video. We've been turning ordinary people into profitable investors for over 5 years. There's no reason why my information wouldn't help you too. Let's break down that doomsday scenario piece by piece because it has cracks. First, payments. The idea that we'll stop using credit cards because of fees is mistaken. You, as the customer, don't pay that fee. The merchant does. On the contrary, you receive cashback, insurance, and fraud protection from Visa or MasterCard. Rich people and companies love friction in payments. They want the option to dispute a payment, charge back. They want it. An instant, irrevocable payment in cryptocurrency is disadvantageous for consumers. Second, DoorDash, Wolt, and others. Citrini claims that we'll order food via AI text commands. That's nonsense. We choose food with our eyes. We want to see photos. We have specific cravings. The process of prompting AI to build me a burger with exact ingredients is much more complicated, greater friction, than clicking on an image in an app. Moreover, customers want reliability. If AI selects a cheap but unknown delivery person and the food arrives cold, who will refund my money? DoorDash will, or Wolt will. So yes, AI will change the world, but these companies have a moat built on human psychology, which AI won't change overnight. What could really change, however, is the approach of some financial advisors. One member of our community wrote to me, "No more financial advisors," and sent this screenshot. Take a look with me. An investment of 20,000 Czech koruna per month, spread across 5 mutual funds. Target amount over 5 million, 21-year horizon. And the entry fee? 148,800 Czech koruna. 148,000 crowns just for someone to split the money into 5 funds. And now the most important part, the client pays this money right at the start. The first investments don't go into the market, they go toward the fee. So if the client terminates the service after a few years, they're often in the red. Which, of course, he did once he realized this really doesn't make sense. He's in the red. Not because the market didn't make money, but because the advisor made money first. And this is exactly the model that, in my opinion, is destroying people's trust in investing in the long run. Yet the investments themselves aren't bad. What's bad is the way the system is set up. And of course, the foolishness of people who don't read the contract and trust bad financial advisors. And then it ends up exactly like this. AI certainly won't destroy all software and tech companies and stocks. But that doesn't mean we should buy everything indiscriminately. We have to consider the price. However, if the prevailing view is that AI is just a money pit with no return and these companies are burning through cash there, and Microsoft's PE ratio drops to 16, the price will fall to $357. It's about which story you believe. I myself am neither that optimistic nor that pessimistic, which is why I've been adding a little Microsoft to my portfolio recently, as you can see in Monterey. And then there's SoFi. Here we see a brutal compression, that is, a drop in valuation. We've fallen from a historical PE of 74 to 31. That's a 58% drop in valuation alone, not in the company's earnings. If euphoric sentiment returned, SoFi would be trading at $45 today. However, sentiment isn't good, and we have it below $20. The market simply doesn't trust it right now, and that's often the best time to buy if you have a long-term horizon and the patience to handle volatility. My longtime sponsor, the XTB investment app, is also jumping on the bandwagon. They have a new promotion. If you enter the referral code OK when registering an account with XTB and deposit any amount into your XTB account for investment, you'll receive a Sophie share completely free. So this is only for new registrations on XTB, plus the referral code OK during registration. You'll find the link below the video. Now we come to the most important part. What are the people who manage billions doing? Data for Q4 2025 shows a fascinating split among the world's top portfolio managers. 1. Bill Ackman, Pershing Square. Ackman made a major shift. He sold Google after it appreciated by 100% and bought massive amounts of Meta platforms and Amazon. Why Meta? Ackman sees what the market is ignoring. Meta is trading at a forward PE of 22, but that includes the massive losses from Reality Labs. If you look at just the core business, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, it trades at a PE of 18. That's extremely cheap for a company growing at such a pace. Ackman believes that those massive investments in AI, CapEx, aren't burning money, but building an impregnable moat. And you know I've been buying Meta too. Just take a look at Monera. Why Amazon? Same story. Amazon is investing heavily, which temporarily reduces profits, but its cloud and advertising divisions are cash cows. Ackman is betting that margins will skyrocket in the future. 2. Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway. In contrast, Buffett is going against the grain. He sold part of Apple and sold a large portion of Amazon, about 77% of his position. Buffett doesn't like uncertainty. While Ackman sees massive spending on AI as an opportunity, Buffett likely sees it as a risk of low return on capital in the coming years. It's a classic showdown. Growth, Ackman, versus certainty, Buffett. And now the promised tip for those who want something tangible. What if AI is a bubble, but warehouses will always be needed? I have an analysis of 2 industrial REITs, that is real estate companies. Terreno Realty, TRNO, and Rexford Industrial, REXR. Both companies lease warehouses, but each does so differently. Rexford, REXR. It's betting 100% on Southern California, SoCal. It's a bet on a single card. Unfortunately, a massive amount of warehouse space, 12 million square feet, has been completed in the LA area, Inland Empire, which is pushing rents down. Their major client, Tirico, has negotiated a 30% discount. Rexford is now cheaper, PE 18 times, but it isn't growing. The dividend here is over 4.6% per year. Terreno, TRNO. It is more diversified, 6 markets, LA, NJ, Seattle, Miami. They buy older buildings and turn them into modern warehouses. They have better growth, NOI 6.4%, and lower debt. Leverage 2.3 times versus 4.4 times for Rexford. But the market knows this and values them higher, PE 32 times. Plus there's a dividend of over 3%. My verdict? If you want a defensive play, Terreno is higher quality but expensive. Rexford is a value bet that California will recover, so likely higher growth but higher risk. Both stocks can serve as a hedge against AI volatility, if it makes you queasy. What's the takeaway? The market is currently driven by narratives. One day it's AI will take everyone's jobs. The next day, AI is a bubble. The important thing is, don't think in binary terms. It's not about will it or won't it. It's about probability. Investing is about calculating probabilities. Both scenarios exist, but only one has a higher probability, and we must invest accordingly. I'll show you how professional investors think. In simple terms, if Microsoft or Visa drop 30% due to a scenario that has a 10% chance of success, that's a buying opportunity. But if you buy overpriced stocks with no earnings, you're taking a big risk. Watch what Ackman and others are doing. They're buying quality that generates cash flow today, not in 2028. And that's what I do too. And I'll keep you informed about it in OK Academy. The AI wave will bring us plenty of opportunities. A lot of money will change hands. It's important that we're on the receiving end rather than the giving end. To that end, you should check out this video. Take care.